think about it, not just that Iran is a problem, that so is Saudi Arabia. And the thing is that if we want Iran to behave and not have ballistic missiles, which everybody says, oh, the nuclear deal wasn't good enough, we have to get them to quit making ballistic missiles. Well, when do you think they're going to stop? Only if they had a deal where Saudi Arabia would slow down at the same time. It would be sort of like asking the U.S. to get rid of missiles, but Russia's not going to do it at all. When we finally did reduce missiles, it was under Reagan and Gorbachev, we both did it. So Iran's only going to get rid of their ballistic missiles if we tell Saudi Arabia they need to work together in a multilateral or a bilateral agreement. And we're just not getting there because we're not thinking through the situation. But I think Saudi Arabia, when you look at what they've done in the area and the spreading of hatred of Jews and Christians and Hindus, frankly, throughout the world, that we really shouldn't be giving them weapons. And we shouldn't give them nuclear technology. You think they're going to promise to use it for nuclear energy and not take that knowledge and potentially create nuclear weapons? So I think we ought to be very, very careful with who we give weapons to.
I totally agree. It ends up in the hands of people that are then fighting Americans.
Right.
Does the exact
We still fight our own weapons all the time. So for example, at one point ISIS had $1 billion worth of Humvees, U.S. Humvees. The other day I read that United Arab Emirates had $170,000 anti-tank missiles from the U.S. that they've given to people in Libya. When we have altercations with Iran, Iran still has weapons that we gave to the Shah back in the 70s. We have weapons everywhere over there, and I'm just not so sure that we should just keep giving them to everybody. So when we were over there fighting in Syria, Syria's a mess like every other place. Is Assad perfect? No, he's kind of like Gaddafi or Hussein or any of these other iron-fisted people. Not a whole lot of rights. You probably wouldn't want to live there. And yet, the people on the other side are jihadists. They're allied with Saudi Arabia, but they're also allied with, many of them, directly with Al-Qaeda. So there's a group called Al-Nusra. We said, well, we're a little skittish about this group, but we give weapons to Qatar and to Saudi Arabia, and they both plowed them into Syria, giving them to these people, including ISIS. And then we have to go back to fight ISIS. It's one thing after another.
And your bill is to suspend arms sales to all of these countries.
Yeah, what I would say is we have a bill, this sounds like tongue-in-cheek, but no arming of terrorist nations.
It's so important because you also have been critical of funding countries that burn the American flag. And what do we spend in foreign aid a year? I mean, it's in the billions.
It's about $30 billion, and every year I put in something. So every time there's a new bill that comes up and says, oh, we're going to spend $15 billion on this, I say, well, why don't we take it from the foreign aid account? And if we're going to spend it maybe here in this country. But it's really bad. I mean, the stuff we spend it on, we have one program where we spend money to bring kids from Pakistan to send them to space camp over here. And it's just, the money, we have one program that I tried to get rid of recently, $290 million to train foreign countries how to write grants to get more money from us. We spent $300,000 studying Japanese quail to see if they're more sexually promiscuous on cocaine. The audience, yeah, really. Yeah.
My major, guys.
Here's another one. $2 million to find out, are you more or less likely to eat food if somebody in front of you in the cafeteria line sneezed on the food?
I'd say less likely.
I'm thinking you're right. But
Save $2 billion.
yeah, but we just keep doing this. And here's the thing